Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Forbidden Ascent. I am your host, Melee Wizard. And it looks like we're getting near the end of at least this part of things. But before we go there, there was one more area over here that I never did check out, so... what can I do here that might help me out? Oh boy. Oh, of course. Aha, you found the dash wing. It lets you move fast in a straight line. Huh. That is quite cool, though. Looks like you can only do it once in midair. Ha 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 ha. That is interesting. And I see it is also using up magic, so that's good to know. Now the question is... I wasn't gonna say if I could actually get up there, but I think that might actually be a bit too high of a jump to get up to. Okay. I guess we'll head to the throne and see what we got going on here. At last, you are here. Welcome, Emily. Who are you? I am King Bastille, the ruler and protector of this world. Finally, someone who can give me some answers. What is this place? How is it flying? And why are you keeping people inside without even having the decency to tell them they're in this fortress thing? All good questions. I shall explain. This is, as you said, a fortress. A fortress and a prison. It is the instrument of humanity's survival, and also the symbol of its desperation. So you're keeping people imprisoned up here? Why? What did they ever do to deserve this? Nothing. I maintain this prison, but I am not its warden. Rather, I am its protector. For years, centuries, I have kept this fortress afloat, keeping it safe from the dangers that lie below. Humanity has not thrived, but it has survived under my careful watch. Safe from what? Patience, Emily. All in due time. For centuries, I have safeguarded the human race, but that must end now. This job has worn away at me, and I have very little time left to live. I have been seated on death's doorstep for years now, hanging on to life so that I may accomplish one final task. That task being to ensure humanity's continued survival. In my absence, someone else must take this throne and keep the fortress safe in the skies above. To that end, I had to ensure my magical powers could pass on to someone else. So I conceived a child. And within the mind of that child, I placed a thought, a dissatisfaction with mundane life, and an attitude of rebellion against established rules. This child, I knew, would violate the law of this world and ascend the towers. And in doing so, you have found me, Emily. You're my dad. Yes. I am truly sorry, Emily. I'm sorry you had to learn the truth in this manner. I'm sorry I won't be able to catch but the briefest glimpse of your life. And most of all, I'm sorry that you must bear the burden I am leaving behind to you. In my absence, you must keep this fortress safe and protect the lives of those within. I still don't understand. Protect them from what? What's so dangerous about the surface? Why imprison people like this? Your understanding of this world is so simplistic. Allow me to show you what the world is truly like. A blue sky above, a lush earth below, the wind blowing on your face. This is the world you wish to escape to, right? But it is all a lie, a beautiful lie. The sky above, the ground below, all lies. They mask reality, hiding the truth of this world from view. This is what awaits mankind on the surface. Despair, destruction, and certain death. There is something down there, something that wishes to see humanity cease to exist. The only option was to flee, to create this prison and eke out what we could. If you allow humanity to return to the world below, pardon, you sign their death sentence. As my successor, you are entrusted with ensuring that does not happen. But first, the ruler of this fortress must be strong. They must be capable of keeping humanity safe, and if need be, of doing the right thing to ensure the continued survival of our species. Show me, Emily. Show me that you possess this strength. Give your father this final gift. Oh, of course it has. I was about to say. How I was actually supposed to damage you, but that's how. Although the fact that I'm suspecting there's multiple health bars at play here. But at least I'm able to dodge the attacks well enough for the most part. For the most part. The two of you fight as one. It's intriguing. If you fight as one, your strength shall be tested as one. Oh geez, actual lyrics. So how am I supposed to damage you now? That's how. Which means I have to do this, I guess. I'm guessing I'm supposed to attack the blue one. There. Okay, it did regenerate. Okay, I'm probably gonna lose this fight, but at least I'll have information for the future. Considering I'm at 8 health. Yeah. Okay, well, I have... At least I have information on this fight. But unfortunately, it also means I'm gonna have to go through all this text all over again. Or not, never mind. Oh, wow. Using the wall jump to my advantage, even without kind of by accident. Okay. Now that I know what I'm doing in this fight, it seems it's already going a good bit better. Gotcha. Oh dear. Oh, okay. That was spectacular. I hope you will forgive me for allowing myself to get a bit carried away. It's been so long since I was able to fight like that. Emily, your power has surpassed my own. I'm proud of you. Truly, you'll be a worthy ruler. And Lucas, you've shown yourself to be far more than a mere man. With a friend like you, I'm certain Emily will always make the right decisions. And now, I believe my time has come. I have passed on this burden to someone I know can handle it. Emily, be strong. Not for me, but for all humanity. Their lives are in your hands now. With this throne to channel your magic, you can keep this fortress flying. And Emily, I am so very, very proud of you. Good question. Up now, yes, please, thank you. Looks like it. And we also put the floor back together again. Yeah, it certainly did. Why this whole place exists. Why it must continue to exist. Yeah, but with the alternative being certain death, what else can be do? Possibly. Well, keeping everyone locked away in here might be safer. But then again, you're keeping them locked away, and, well, to quote a guy a lot smarter than me, I can't think of any case where doing something wrong is the right thing to do, even if you've got good intentions. I think you're right. I'm gonna bring us to... Okay, you're gonna land this thing, huh? Oh boy. Or she would bring us to the surface and we'd all die there instead. And so the two of them altered the course that King Bastille had laid out, and brought humanity back down to the surface. While they knew things wouldn't be easy, they had no idea just what lay in store for them in the days to come. The end. For now. Yeah, but it's not quite over yet. I know I am aware of the post-game. Believe it's here? Yes. And I believe... I wanna say it was said somewhere that at this point, if I go back to Kalen, assuming I can actually get back up there again. Ay. Of course, ice physics are a thing. Why are ice physics a thing? Just on that one platform, it seems. There we go. Jeez. Collector of data discs. If you put one in this the PC over there, you can play a bonus challenge. I suspect there's around 20 of these challenge discs in the world. If you can find and clear 18 of them, I have special reward. Aha. Insane hang time. Hyrule Warriors, the challenge. Okay. And holy crap. Of course, it won't let me. It won't show me which ones I have here and now, but. Aha! Yes, we did. The top and the bottom, right. Each world in here is a floor and a giant airship, and the towers connect the floors. Oh, and I'm the king now. There's something I want to show you. What is this? I knew there was something there, but I guess it's just not something that I could do anything with until now. This house was built into the side of a cliff a long time ago, and the foundation has started to give way. It gives a beautiful view, but I sealed it off because the draft from the hole in the wall was awful. I can imagine. Anyway, that's not what I wanted to show you. Since you two left, I've been training to use my magic in combat. Oh. Uh-huh. Okay. Kalen the Encouraging. Oh, geez, that... Oh, geez. And I've already... Magic already. Oh, jeez. Gotcha! Oh dear. Yep, out now. Oh, and his house just came crumbling down. I think we're roughhousing a bit too much. If we're going to be grappling with world-shaking forces, we should at least be house-shaking forces ourselves. Yeah, of course. New party member? Okay. Kalen is in the party! Okay. So what was... Since a stream of blades, use it in the air up to 4 times or face down to launch... Okay. Okay. Oh, dang. That's one way of getting some elevation. Goodness. Flame kick. This spell sends you flying across the screen. You'll damage enemies you touch. So we're pretty much just watching that just feels awkward. Earth wall. Oh, it's remote detonation. Interesting. And Flake Shield. This spell can damage and freeze certain enemies as well as block some projectiles. Well, this is cool. So, case in point, what do we got here? You who have awoken me from my slumber, heed these words. 3 shall find the key we lost in the sands and reveal the penultimate test. In the sands, huh? That's challenge number 15. No girls allowed. I really should not be doing this with my health where it is, but... Okay. Just checking to see if there was anything else there, and apparently not. So... what do we have here, exactly? Okay, then. Interesting. Yes, I do plan on doing at least as many of these as I can. I'm gonna wait and see if I can find all 20 discs first. But yeah, that means we got some work to do. First things first, healing and saving is probably a good idea right now. And there is at least one spot that I at least want to take another look at. And it was all the way back here. I'm still wondering about this spot. Like, there's apparently an item here, but I still don't know where the heck it is. Unless it's hidden up here. Okay. That appears to not be the case. Alright, so there's nothing in the wall. And I can't blow the thing up. Okay. Dang it. Dang it. I'm still not getting the hang of this dang wall jumping. Oh well, I'm sure there's a lot of stuff to explore and whatnot. I might have to ask about this. Might have to ask about whatever the item is in here. Unless there's another item to be found. That is possible, I guess. Or I can just find it that way. That works too. Try everything, I guess. So, I guess join me next time when we do some exploring here in the post-game. Try to find all these discs and see what those challenges actually do. I think it's nice that it doesn't require me to beat all of them, just 18 out of 20. So, nice little concession there, just in case there's a couple that are just too out there, that are above my skill set or something. So, I guess until next time, this is Melee Wizard, and have a nice day.